Hi everybody, how's it going? Today's May 22nd, 2022, and I have quite a few things I need to do in the garden. One of the things that I really need to do is to repot these camellias. And so that's my task today. These two are both Camellia japonicas. This one is a variety called Mrs. Tingley. She finished flowering about 2-3 weeks ago, and I can already see new growth at the end of the branches. This one is a variety called Debutante, and this one finished flowering a little bit earlier, about late February or like early March, and I can already see new growth also. So I've had these two camellias in these containers for about 2 years. This black plastic container is about 18 inches in width and about 16 inches in height, and I am very curious to see what the root system looks like after almost 2 seasons of growth. If the root system turns out to be root bound, I am then going to move it to its new home. If it's not quite root bound, or if it hasn't really quite grown into its container, I'm probably just going to change out the soil and just leave it in the same container. So we're gonna find out together what the root system looks like. Now, in case that I need to move it, this is going to be its new container, and this one is 22 inches wide and 18 inches tall, and it is also plastic. I decided to go with plastic because it's light and is durable. I don't have to worry about it breaking in the winter or anything like that, and the fact that it's light, it's a big bonus for me because I usually do things by myself in the garden. And yes, let's get on with it, you guys. What a beautiful day it is today. I'm gardening in Zone 8 in Washington State, Pacific Northwest, and today it is about 73 degrees outside. We've had a really cold and wet spring all the way through. Like it rained almost every day in April and beginning of May, so this is kind of like our first sunny weekend. Not a great spring, but you know what? My plants love it. Like my garden is looking so lush because of that, because of all the free rain. Okay, I'm trying to be as gentle as I can. I want to tease the roots on the side first. We'll see. Here it is, it's coming out. Okay. All right, it is out, and let's take a look. I hope you can see that. So turns out it's got kind of shallow roots like I suspected, and I'm trying not to disturb the root system, and I have a feeling that it could probably go back into the same container because it hasn't really outgrown it, I don't think, anyway. Root ball is right now about what, 14 inches wide, and it's not very deep actually. It's about, I don't know, what would you say, like 10 inches? So, but this is a very healthy camellia. Like I've never had any problems with the disease when it was in bloom. It was gorgeous. If you want to see what it looks like, you could go look at my past videos on this camellia, Mrs. Tingley. She really was gorgeous, and she's actually loving the soil that I gave her. I just gave her just Miracle Grow moisture control soil, and I added a little bit of soil acidifier, and I fertilize once a year, and she's been doing great. And so, decisions. I'm going to pop her back into the same container. I'm going to discard the soil and change it out into new soil. And that's what I'm going to do. And so I'm going to set her aside over here for a second. Let's see. So that's going to stay there. You know what I normally do is I put gravel. I put about like a couple of cups of gravel at the bottom, but I don't know. I don't think it matters like whether you put gravel or not, because I have pretty good drainage holes in the bottom, and like this soil is not compact soil. It's good potting mix, so it's pretty light and pretty airy. And so to this time, as an experiment, I'm not gonna put in any gravel at all. I'm just gonna put soil in there, and let's do that. So the soil I'm using today is Miracle Grow Organic Choice Moisture Control Potting Mix with compost. And with this soil, I'm going to mix in about a few cups of this soil acidifier. So instruction says for potted plants, you add 1 tablespoon for each 4 inches of pot diameter. So what does that mean? So this diameter is 18. Okay, so that's about 4 and a little bit, about 4 tablespoons. So I'm going to do that with this container. And then I'm going to put this one back in here. Okay, let's do that. Do you guys recycle your soil? Like, I definitely recycle soil. Like this soil I don't throw away. Probably what I'll do is I'll mix in like compost and manure and whatnot, and then throw it back in and plant something else. But I don't want to do that with camellias because they're my babies, and I want to use like nice new soil on them. So I'm going to use my first tablespoon of soil acidifier. I'm going to eyeball it. So this is going to be about 1 tablespoon. Second tablespoon in here. All right. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna water it right now to let soil settle, because you know, once you water, like soil usually decreases, or like it goes down by a few centimeters. So I'm actually gonna do that. And when I water my camellias, sometimes I use tap water, and they don't really mind. But in the wintertime, what I do is I leave my wheelbarrow out in the yard and I collect rainwater, because it rains a lot here in where I live, and I use rainwater when it's free. So during the month, like winter months, like last month in April, it rained almost every day. So for 6 months out of the year, I use rainwater, and the other 6 months I use tap water. You know, beauty. What do you think about that? Are you sitting straight? Okay. Let me see. Okay, I think that's looking good. So we're gonna refill the rest with this soil here. Alright, I think that is it today. Oh, fertilizer. So I fertilize my camellias with this thing, azalea, camellia, and rhododendron plant food. And let me see here. It says feeds for up to 4 months. I only need to do this in spring, maybe twice. And then it says for shrub size, if it's year 2 and 3, it's 1/3 a cup. Okay, we'll do that. But because my shrub is in a container and not in ground, I'm going to do a little bit less than what it says. I'm always afraid of over fertilizing, because I've actually damaged a lot of my plants that way by just loving it too much. If the soil that you're using already comes with fertilizer, I would even recommend to do less than what the instruction says. But my soil doesn't say that it comes with fertilizer, it just says that it comes with compost. And so I think this is a good amount for me. This amount makes me feel comfortable. So I'm just gonna work it into the soil a little bit. Okay, and then leave it at that. All right, water. And that's it. After this, I'm going to come back and then mulch it just around the base, and then I'm going to leave it in on my patio. And that's it, you guys. Today's task is done. Actually, it's only half done because I have to also do that guy. So I'm gonna get on with that. But I'm gonna do that on my own time. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.